Hello, cloud experts. So let's start our journey to the cloud. So what is going to be the cloud computing? So in the past, all our hardware infrastructure were kept in some servers in the company offices, and all these infrastructure were having some operating systems and the platforms to run various types of services or applications. All these infrastructure can be accessed by using corporate network, which should be either locally available or you will be connecting via some VPN kind of connection. Now all these infrastructure, platforms and services can be hosted in the cloud, and those resources can be accessed from anywhere in the world by using internet. So what are these services? What are these platforms? What are these infrastructure? We are going to discuss. But all these things are hosted somewhere in the cloud, and they can be accessed from anywhere in the world by using internet connection. So let's see what is cloud computing. So in simple words, cloud is nothing but a remote computer or server which is remotely hosted. However, when we want to understand the technical definition, it is a collection of large computing resources which are typically called as data centers, which are shared pool of resources which can be provided to the end user by using on-demand model. So users can provision these resources as and when required and pay only for the resources what they use in a given time. Now, what are data centers? The data centers are a collection of huge computers and servers with almost infinite capacity. So there are big data centers available which will have lot of computers and servers which will have almost infinite capacity. They are called as data centers. Now, what is cloud computing? As per NIST, which is National Institute of Standard and Technology. Now, cloud computing is a model for enabling ubiquitous, convenient, on-demand network access to a shared pool of configurable computing resources. That means the computing resources can be networks, servers, storage, application, and services. All these resources can be rapidly provisioned and released with minimal management effort and service provider interaction. That means the user should be able to provision these resources and release these resources as and when required without any human intervention from the service provider. However, this cloud model is composed of various things, which includes 5 essential characteristics, 3 different service models, and 4 deployment models. So we are going to talk about 5 essential characteristics, 3 service models, and 4 deployment models in the next few sessions. Now, what is cloud computing? Cloud computing is all about supply and consumption of IT infrastructure virtually. So all the IT infrastructure which was physically available in the office premises, which is typically called as on-prem data centers. Now all these resources can be consumed virtually from some other location. On-prem traditional data centers, which are typically the data centers available in your office, are moved to virtually hosted environments with state-of-the-art features and services. The 5 features and services which were never possible in on-prem data centers now is possible because of cloud computing resources. Services can be subscribed on demand. So whatever services, whatever resources you need, you can subscribe to these resources in on-demand mode. You can provision these resources and you can release these resources when they are no more required. You pay only for the resources what you use at a given point of time. Data centers are owned and operated by public cloud services. So there are some companies who act as a public cloud provider, and those companies are owning all the data centers and operating all these data centers. go global in minutes. So once you need these services, you can deploy your services anywhere in the world, because these public cloud provider, they come with global infrastructure which is available across geographies. So you can provision your services globally, typically in minutes. Time to market, because you can quickly deploy your services, so time to market for your services has become extremely low. Now, this cloud computing has become a big game changer in IT industry, and it is getting very popular, and it has a exponential growth as of now. Now, what are the different type of cloud computing possibility? So there can be somebody who will need a virtual server with some number of virtual CPUs and also some GB of storage. However, this can be some other person or some other business. They don't want to get just the infrastructure, but want some applications, some services which are ready to deploy. However, I can have just the requirement of storage, where I'm looking for 1000 TB of data storage, which can be accessed from the cloud computing resources. Now, what are the typical applications for cloud computing? Today, almost every application what we use in daily life can be, mostly they are hosted on cloud computing. So some of these examples: Zoom, the Google Classroom what we are using for online classes, the Google Drive where we store our file, WhatsApp that what we use on daily basis, the YouTube where we stream all the videos on the daily basis, and Google Meet kind of applications. So almost every application what we use on daily basis are hosted on public cloud infrastructure. Now, what are the leading cloud service provider? So AWS or Amazon Web Services is one of the leading cloud service provider. What are the other ones? Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, and Alibaba Cloud. So let's have a quick comparison between all these. So if you look at this, the left side picture is called as Gartner Magic Quadrant, where we talk about the challengers, leaders, visionaries, and niche players. So here, if you look at the leader part, so Amazon Web Services is actually one of the leader in the cloud computing market, followed by Microsoft, and after that we have Google. In the right side, if we see, Amazon have 33% market share for the cloud market, followed by Microsoft Azure, which is 18%, and the Google, which is 9% of the market share. So if you look at this, Amazon, Microsoft, and Google together have more than 50% of market share. All these numbers are based on the Q2 of 2020, and they are all published by Synergy Research Group. Thank you very much for joining in this session. Look forward to see you in future sessions. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, please like this video and subscribe our YouTube channel. For early notification, you can also press the bell icon. If you need any more information, please visit us at www.cloud-training.guru or email us at cloudtrainingguru101@gmail.com. Thank you very much.